lately I've seen a lot of people agreeing that situations where you have to stay at home for weeks on end are usually pretty much almost always kind of extremely boring. And when things get boring, you know you really only have one option. And that, of course, is to create your own entertainment. And for me, when I was a kid, this usually involved the creation of some high-stakes mission, whether it be pulling up the bricks in our basement floor in order to search for buried treasure behind my mom's back, or crawling under the stage at my church in an attempt to find an entrance to the secret tunnels. Yeah, I was a pretty adventurous child. But those stories will have to wait until some other video, because this story doesn't start with a mission. It starts with an innocent little cheesecake square named Suspicious. So I was at my friend's wedding rehearsal dinner about 1.5 years ago, bored out of my mind, typical, and after a bit of just wandering around, I found myself standing next to the snack bar. Most of the snacks were already beginning to run low, but there was still an entire platter full of cheesecake squares just sitting there. So I went around to the other side with the 2 girls who were actually supposed to be running the snack bar. One, an old friend of my sister's. The other, I share a long-running joke with about doing daily mouth exercises in order to develop a snake-like ability to be able to eat an entire sandwich whole. But anyways, I'm standing there looking at these cheesecakes when I suddenly decide that there must be a reason that no one is eating them. Clearly, these cheesecakes needed to be investigated. So I grab the tongs and pick up a random cheesecake, examining it from all sides, and after much deliberation and careful weighing of the evidence I had gathered, I came to my conclusion. Seems awfully suspicious. I think I'll name it Suspicious. Oh, and this one right here. Look, it has a little crumb in it. Well, I guess this one will be named Crummy. And this one? This one is so cheesy. I mean, yeah, it is a cheesecake, so maybe that's the point, but this one is particularly cheesy. And this one? I don't know. It's rather interesting. So is that what you're gonna name it? Interesting? No, it's not just interesting. It's interesting. So here we have suspicious, crummy, cheesy, interesting. You know, this one kind of looks like it got squished. So we should call it squishy. Yeah, that's perfect. But if we have a squishy, I feel like we should also have a mushy. You know, just to keep it even. So the question is, are there any other squished cheesecakes? Which one? This one. Okay, so now we have suspicious, crummy, cheesy, interesting, squishy, and mushy. Now all we need to do is figure out a way to get people to come over here and eat them. So for the rest of the evening, I just stood behind the snack bar with the 2 of them, trying to call over pretty much anyone who was unfortunate enough to come within yelling range. And when someone actually did come over, we would only let them choose cheesecakes from the ones that we had named. And every cheesecake had a catchphrase of sorts that we would say when it was chosen. Oh, that was a suspicious choice. And then for each one taken, we would make a replacement. Funny thing is that even with our masterful plan, we really didn't get that many takers on the cheesecake, which means that sadly, we weren't able to complete our mission of making sure every cheesecake was eaten. But that's probably just because nobody likes cheesecake. Well, that was kind of a crummy choice. So Mackenzie, my good friend, I know that sooner or later you're going to be watching this video. And you probably had no idea that we were weirding out your friends by calling them over to eat cheesecakes that had names and catchphrases attached to them. But then again, you're probably not all that surprised to hear it. But now that you know, I just want to say, sorry we couldn't get rid of all your cheesecakes for you. We really tried. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Gosh, maybe I should have thought of what I was going to say before I started recording. Man, I'm glad I crammed myself into this little closet without a light to record an end card, but I don't even have anything to say. I guess if you've ever named all of the cheesecakes at your friend's party, let me know about that in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next video.